area, because when we look to the left, we have obviously taken more than one rejection to have the push to the downside. So for me, NZD USD is going to be a very high risk counter trend trade. There's obviously many other rejections that we can get. It doesn't have to necessarily be this exact same trade. We can wait for something that happens in all of these other pairs beforehand, but we can have a potential opportunity on this one. So if NZD USD makes sense, type 1. If not, type 2, ladies and gentlemen. If I feel like I'm on a rant, I'm on a rant. My bad. Okay. Makes sense. 1. Perfect. Beautiful. Spectacular. And I want to be very transparent. These are the only trades that I'm going to be trading for this week ahead. I'm not going to be trading any other trades this week, like at all. These are the only trades I'm going to be trading this week. So this is just very high risk. And last but not least, we have AUD JPY. Right now, I want to put you guys into a quick perspective. We got a lot of people on here, and I want to give you guys my thought process on how I am developing as a human, as an entrepreneur, as a trader, as a mentor. I just want to set you guys up for exactly what I am doing in my approach when it comes to the markets, of how I am currently trading, right? So I want to set the standard for how I'm doing things, because some people don't really realize the importance of having longevity with the type of approach you're having to the markets, right? Some people think that they're going to be scalpers all the time, and that's going to be the longevity of it. Some people think they're going to be day traders or swing traders, and you can, but you also want to evolve and have a different point of view on what can potentially happen, right? So this is what I want to explain right now, and this is the perfect market to explain it in. There's something that I've realized over the last couple of months that I've been trading in the markets, right? And when I've been trading in the markets, I've realized that I am right about 70% of the time. I like to argue, right? 70% of the time, I am right in the markets when it comes to the direction of it. I'm right when it comes to the direction where the overall market will end up being, so on and so forth, right? Now, what ends up happening is that I end up taking losses because of my entries at certain points. So my stop loss is either too tight, I either enter too early, I enter too late. Something happens with my entry point. Now, this is what's going to happen to every trader. And there's a way on how to minimize this, and this is by simply having a position type of approach. So position investing or position trading is when you just want to enter a certain direction of the market, and you enter that direction of the market and pretty much set and forget, right? You don't wait for specific types of entry signals. You don't wait for specific types of approaches. You just enter the trade with the direction of it. So if I were to look at AUD JPY, for example, right now we have just hit this resistance. And yes, we can argue that we can find a counter trend trade about this resistance. But if we look to the left, when we look to the left, we can see that we've never broken above AUD JPY in these highs. I'm talking all time. I'm going as far back as I can go on AUD JPY. This was the high that we hit last time. If I put that at the wicks, this happened in 2007. And I reset to current price. That's where we are right now. We're at the highest point we've ever been on AUD JPY to date. Let me go check a different server just to make sure, right? Okay, look, well, this one shows back into 1980, right? So if we go back, the last time we were above this zone was in 1990. Now, I'm not saying we're not going to hit those highs again, but the odds of that happening is very low, right? We're hitting a high point that historically for the last 40 years, 30 years, we have always remained below. So there's 30 years worth of data letting us know that we can have a push to the downside, right? And I'm looking very far behind because I want to be able to actually look at what I am seeing. So this is at a high point that we have not been in 30 years, right? So the odds of it having a push down from here, well, shit, it's pretty obvious. But it's trading against the trend. Technically, this trend is bullish. This market was obviously creating lower lows and lower highs, and then now we are creating higher highs and higher lows. Last time we came here, we had a massive sell-off. If I'm a position trader, I just take what I explained with a grain of salt. It's like, hey, well, very obviously, we are currently at this high. The odds of this rejecting down are very high. I'm just going to enter a sell here. I'm going to put my stop loss somewhere big up here. And if it ever gets hit, well, if it breaks above this point, it might just continue going up. So I'll close my loss at 50 to 60%. Let's say I'm risking 1% of $100 million. I'll close this at this point right here. And then I will, you know what, take my 1% loss, 2% loss and move on. But if I'm right, well, I could hold this trade for the next 2 to 3 months. And as it starts having a push down, it will probably have the same type of retracement down, and I enter a scaled in position here with the same stop loss of this size with a smaller risk to reward, but I'm scaling into a bigger position. So this is what the position trading would be. I'm trading with the trend. I'm trading with what is happening right in front of me right now. I'm trading with I'm not trading with the trend. I'm trading with the position of the market, which is at a high point, which is what we're seeing right here. So this is my type of longevity and my type of approach on what's happening right now. So is what I'm going to be very patient about, and this type of approach into the markets in this upcoming weeks and upcoming months. I don't know what's going on with the live. There's definitely not 75,000 people on here live. I don't know if like every hour, because I feel like we've been here for an hour already. I think it just counts how many people joined in and out. But no, I'm definitely not botting. I'll tell you that. I think every hour it just pops up how many people were live. But no, there's definitely not 75,000 people on here live right now. The chat would be very different. But yeah, so that's basically my approach. So same exact thing as like gold and Bitcoin or something like that. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that is Sunday swings. These are my top trades for the markets. This is what I was interested in trading on USD JPY, what I was interested in trading for CAD JPY, NZD USD, and Euro USD, GBP JPY. So this is my approach to the markets this week. I'm very interested mainly in, if I were to have to pick my top pair for the week, it would probably be probably USD JPY and GBP JPY. That would be my top pairs for the week. So if you guys enjoyed Sunday swings, type a 1 in the chat. If you loved it, type a 2. Perfect. Loved it. Gold. Honestly, I don't know how to trade gold. I don't know how to trade at these all-time highs that they've been there before. I have no idea how to do it. I've never done it before, so I can't explain how to do it. I don't know how to trade at an all-time high like that. It's not my type of approach. What broker do you use? Link in the description below. You guys want to be part of my community? The link is in the description below. It's very, very obvious what we do every single week. I literally do this every single week with my students. I share the top trades, the reasoning why I'm interested in trading it, and take away the other ones, because I feel like there's an abundance of opportunity in the market and people kind of get lost in that abundance. People think that, oh, there's hundreds of different markets. I mean, there's hundreds of different opportunities. Yes, you can take a trade, take one of these opportunities every day, but it doesn't mean that it's a high probability trade setup at all. Please do this again. I rarely do this. Rarely do this. This is my first stream of the year. I hope you guys liked it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys want to know more about my trading, link in the description down below. If not, just with these trades, it should be one solid one, or I add some value to my Instagram every once in a while as much as I can. So I'm almost 16. I've been trading. The times are getting tough, brother. You're 16, bro. Times aren't tough for you yet, man. You're only 16. When I was 16, I was in high school. I just got my car, and I was trying to get a job. I think, I don't remember.